All right, so here I'm finally showing the new coil working. So how I have it set up here is it's three coils, but I have two of them jumped to make one coil. So I'm able to hook it to this bedini circuit. I could have just hooked it to two coils and gotten power off the third one, but I just wanted to see what it would do. And I have it, the load is this bank of super caps. So let me redo this. Here, let me turn it up a little bit and see what's going on. No, let me keep it at 12. Yeah, so I don't, it's not set up correctly. Obviously, it should be more parallel to the actual rotor, but it's working really good. It's funny because it actually works a little bit better in this configuration than when I stood it up like that. Now, I guess it's still working the same. But yeah, let me set it up. Now that I know that the coil's working, let me set it up and see what kind of power I'm getting off of one of the coils. So I'll set it up still still as a bedini setup, but I'll take a measurement off of one of the coils. Let me pause this. All right, so I've got it set up right now, running off of the two closest coils to the base. Again, this is a trifilar, I guess you'd call it that. And it's running really well just off of those two coils. And I have the third one coming out here to this meter. It's producing 5 volts. Of course, the way it's sitting, it's not going to really do anything good. I don't even know if it'll... Oh yeah, it jumps up when I pull it up here. Oops, I keep hitting the thing. So yeah, so I've got to raise the coil up in order to get decent voltage out. And it's also charging up this super cap. Let me see if I can pause this again so I can take a reading off the super cap. Can't do it one-handed. All right, let me see what the super cap reading is going to be. Let me take that guy out, Put him over there. And the super cap is now up to 7.5 volts. But yeah, I just wanted to test the coil. It's actually working really well. Especially seeing that it's just sitting here like this, not even really positioned correctly. Got myself another VCR bearing. What I'm going to do is, let me turn this off. There we go. I have a bunch of these. Oh, if I can get it off. I have a bunch of these 3/4. I think it's 3/4 by an inch. I'm not sure. Let me get a. Yeah. So these are 3/4 by an inch cylinder magnets, and I believe these are N52s. They're really strong. I've got a bunch of them, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bigger one of these, and I'm going to, I believe it was Mr. G. Law who said I should probably do it horizontally, and instead of vertically like this, do it like this. And so I'm going to do that. Some of it's going to be 3D printed, some of it's not. Probably the actual housing itself, or the actual ring that these magnets are going to sit on, are going to be made out of 1/2-inch plexiglass. Here, let's take a look at this guy again. I could probably stand him up like this. Let's turn him around. Whoops. Yeah, that's good. He's really going now. I can't let it go though because the circuit is dragging on it. But yeah, that's a nice coil. It's a big fat one. Am I even in the frame yet? Yeah, and it's really flying. Let me see. Let me pause this and see if I can get this thing stationary so I can take a reading. There we go. I got it stationary, and so this is AC voltage. Climbing 7 volts. I should put a bridge rectifier on there and rectify it to DC. So I'm producing a little over 7 volts there, and I'm still charging the super cap. So this is a nice coil. Running at 12.4 volts, charging a super cap, and producing a little over 7 volts of AC. So I have a couple of nice rectifiers. I got this one right here. I think these might be for high voltage though. So I think I'm just going to make one out of 4 diodes. I have the correct diodes. I haven't forgotten that guy. I'm still going to mess with that. But I've been dying to try this this coil out. The next thing I want to try out with it is the JL94 circuit. So let me hook that up. So there's the JL94 circuit. I love this circuit. But something happened to my coil. I think the last winding there all the way to the far side of the coil, I think something happened to it. I think it might have come loose. Because I tried to jump all of the coils to make one giant coil, thinking that this JL94 circuit needs a large coil. But it turns out this coil is big enough as it is with the 3 windings on it, and it's working great. And it is, let me see if I can get this in here without messing anything up. Where did the other one go? There it goes. Oh, duh. There we go. And it's charging the super cap. It's I don't have the wires connected proper. Well, yeah, it's charging it. But yeah, that JL94 circuit, man, you gotta love it. So I had hot glued the coil to the base there so that I can do this test for the JL94 circuit. And it's working great. Let me turn it down a little bit. 10 volts. 8 volts. Still going good. Yeah, 8 volts. Still going good. 7 volts. Still going good. Yeah, this turned out to be a good coil, but I'm really concerned now. I think I messed something up. Not that I couldn't fix it. These 2 coils are fine, because I checked those just now with the meter. But this last one doesn't register. Let me see if I can turn it down even more. 6 volts. It's still connected. All right, let me click this off. And I got to figure out what happened to my coil. Oh, I'm so bummed. Ciao.